Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to... EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
down. 8, read.
45. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Get it.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
You don't want no problems with me.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Snap.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's get it.
Ready.
Now Manning. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yep.
Motion. Hey, watch that.
Yes.
Mike, 54. Okay, double up. Right there.
Manning now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, you can't connect there. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Rock it.
That's what I do.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the flood.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Big rip.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Smooth.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Bandit. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Let him know.
Joker.
Buzz.
Turn it up. Kill.
Snap comes at 1. Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for?
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Stop us.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running right, here's Sanders. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Max 50.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me. Check.
And an alley to run. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. 8-3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Big stop, let's go.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on, boy.
Go.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Pick the edge. Come. Check 99. Check 99. 36. Check nickel.
Shift.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, zoom.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Know your job.
Alert flare. Kill. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Come on, baby.
Golf.
58's the Mike.
Shoot.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First down. First and 10 at the
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Right there. Woo-hoo! Check 24, check 24.
Say go.
Watch the twins.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Under 2 team spill. 10. Bravo. Ready.
On second and 15 now. Manning flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
54. Watch the screen. Watch the
Hey, orbit.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here I come.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
No chance.
Hey, Foxtrot.
54, right there. 54, Mike. You're trash.
Check 30. Hit it.
Throwing is Manning on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They can't hang with us. Check 4.
Manning now on first down, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Switch.
Hey, exit.
58's Mike, 58's Mike. Coming for you. Shift, watch the shift.
He's coming. We got double up. Let's go.
Throwing again. Manning. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mike's 5-4. I'm coming after you.
On first and 10, here's Manning. He gets this one to Boyd. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line. Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hey, man.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's get that ball.
Ready.
Here's Manning to throw. He completes it to Boyd.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Let's go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Shotgun now for Manning. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
SOS.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 25-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check the back.
Look. Squeeze.
He's checking. Crash. Check 26. Check 3.
Let's go.
They go again with Muhammad. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 3rd down, Manning. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
34 yards there and a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a carry for Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Look at me. Go.
Check hot route. Hot. Shut up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Complete to Newsome. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen has been pretty sensational.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Check 52. Check your hot read. Check. Hit it.
On second down, Muhammad. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Get ready.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Mike 54. Ricky.
On first down, Mixon, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 60 yards.
Let's go.
General West.
Wide, get wide.
Big rip.
To throw is Manning. Got his man. It's Eifert. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Browns drive about to get started, and you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Here I come again.
Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he